Hey guys, it's Alex here from alextubi.com and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Despite the fact that I always talk about Instagram, Pinterest has actually been a massive tool in the success of my blog and my business. In fact, Pinterest single-handedly sends anywhere from 300 to 500 visits to my website every single day. This massive boost in traffic ultimately increases not only my blog readers, but also my email list and my paying customers as well. So if that's not a good reason to be using Pinterest, I'm not sure what is. So in this video, I'm going to share my foolproof strategy on how to use Pinterest for business that can be implemented in just a few hours. So let's get started. Step 1. The first thing you're going to need is to create pins for all of your blog posts, freebies, courses, etc. Basically anything that exists on your website can have a pin associated with it. When creating pins, you want to keep them simple and descriptive. The text you add to your pin should clearly communicate what the user will find when they click on it, and the best performing pins are vertical, with the typical size being 1000 by 1500 pixels. You can easily create pins using free services like Canva or various Adobe products like Illustrator or Photoshop. If you don't want to do this task on your own, you can simply hire someone from Fiverr or Upwork. Step 2, join group boards. Group boards are the ultimate key to your success on Pinterest. Without them, it can take a very long time to build up your own audience and generate significant traffic. So what is a group board? Well, just like it sounds, it's a board that has multiple contributors, allowing a variety of users to pin content to the same board. Often these boards have more followers and a much larger reach than your own personal board would have. So to join group boards, you're first going to have to locate some. So you can do this by searching for a topic in Pinterest, selecting the boards filter, and looking for the group board icon, a small circle in the lower left that shows multiple profile pictures. When you've located one, open it up and take a peek at the board's description. This is usually where you will find guidelines on how to join the group board. Oftentimes, you'll need to email the board owner or leave a comment on a recent pin. You want to make sure you follow the instructions to a T, because if you miss something, you could jeopardize your chance of approval. Pinterest has also recently added a request to join button, so if you see that in any of your group boards, make sure you click it as well. So take some time to gather as many group boards as possible and request to join. Some you will get approved for, others you won't, so it's better to target as many groups as possible in hopes that you'll end up in a handful of good ones. An additional way to find group boards is through a site called PinGroupie.com. Simply type in the topic of your choice, make sure you're specific, and PinGroupie will generate a list of group boards with a variety of interesting statistics. From here, you can access the group and then request to join. Step 3, use Tailwind. Once you have pins created and you've got access to a variety of group boards, it's time to start pinning. You can do this manually, but I prefer to use a service like Tailwind that allows you to schedule your pins in advance. Tailwind has actually sponsored this portion of the video, so thank you so much to Tailwind. Tailwind is the #1 Pinterest scheduler that allows you to schedule hundreds of pins to be automatically pushed out at any time you choose in just a few minutes. Pinterest can bring so much traffic to your site, but if you're spending hours working on it, the return on investment may not be obvious. Once you're inside Tailwind, you can upload all your newly designed pins, add captions, and schedule them to be automatically posted to the group boards you're a part of. Tailwind will recommend how often you should pin per day, the exact time slots a pin will perform best at, and they even repin or loop your best performing pins for you so they keep getting shared and you keep getting traffic. On top of that, you'll get detailed analytics about how your page is performing, your daily, weekly, and monthly impressions, and fluctuations in your following, among many other statistics. So if you're interested in using Tailwind, click the link in my description for a free trial and $30 off your first membership. Step 4, the 70-30 rule. When it comes to Pinterest, we of course want to be pinning our own content, but we can't only pin our own content. The Pinterest algorithm will be more likely to favor your account if it sees a variety of content from different websites. Also, board owners and visitors to your page will see you aren't just self-promoting and will be more likely to add you to the group boards or follow your page. So the 70-30 rule means that you'll be posting 70% your content and 30% other creators' content. This number is not a hard and fast rule, but it is a good ratio to aim for. You can again do this with Tailwind by using their Chrome extension. After downloading it, you'll be able to open up Pinterest, search for a topic, click the extension, and schedule as many pins from other users as you want. It'll automatically drop them into your schedule, and you're done. Step 5, optimize your account and your pins. Pinterest gives you a variety of options to supercharge your pins. First, starting with rich pins. So rich pins pulls extra data from your link and includes it within the pin, such as the price, ingredients from a recipe, or an excerpt from your blog post. This makes your pins more complete and compelling to click. You can also optimize your account by switching to a business profile. This allows you to access in-app analytics and create paid pins for advertising purposes. Next, you want to optimize your pin's captions by including searchable keywords and calls to action that encourage users to click. Selecting keywords can be tricky, so I suggest watching the separate video I made on that here. Step 6, encourage others to pin your content from your website. So you want to make sure that if someone reads one of your blogs and they love it, that they can then pin it to Pinterest as well. So having others pin your pins is going to be vital in the virality of your content. To do this, make sure you have social sharing buttons on every blog. If you're using WordPress, there's many plugins you can add to help with this, and Squarespace should also have social sharing automatically included. You'll also want to install the official Pinterest Save button to your website. So whenever someone hovers over an image, a small share button will appear, and that lets them pin your content on the fly. To do this, you need to add a bit of code to your website, so I'll leave a link below with instructions on how to do that. Finally, step 7 is to track your traffic using Pinterest and Google Analytics. When it comes to business, tracking every metric you can is super important in being able to grow and scale. By using both the in-app Pinterest Analytics and your Google Analytics, you can see exactly which pins are bringing the most traffic to your site. When you've identified what those pins are, you can double down by pinning them more often or turning them into a paid pin. If you've identified pins that haven't brought you any traffic, you can consider changing the design, improving the clarity of the text, rewriting your description, or simply repinning them to brand new boards. By following these steps, you can significantly increase the amount of targeted traffic to your website, which, like I said earlier, will ultimately increase all of your numbers from your email list subscribers to social followers and even paying customers. So never skip creating a pin for every new piece of content, and continually look for group boards to join, as they are what provides the most value to this strategy. So that's it, my 7-step strategy for using Pinterest for business. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more from me in the near future. That's it for today, guys. I will see you next time.